cookies folder, a text file will be created. In the text file, cookie information like what is the cookie name, what is the value, it will be available. Cookies are one of several ways to store data about website visitors during the time when web server and browser are not connected. Yeah, see here, like in our browsers, they will maintain history, how many web pages you have visited. They'll give you the links also. Even though internet connection is not available, you will see the history, links you will find. So that information is stored in a client machine, within a client machine from that browser. So cookies are one of several ways to store data about website visitors during the time when web server and browser are not connected. It contains site specific information, site specific of a particular domain, okay, of a particular domain, of a particular website. Some values will be stored. Suppose I am using Facebook. For Facebook, different text file will be created, and in the text file regarding the Facebook cookies will be stored. I am using Gmail. For Gmail, a text file will be created. In that you will find its information. So site specific information that the server sends to the client along with page output. Cookies can be temporary with specific expiration times and dates, or persistent. So as I told you, two types of cookies are there: temporary and persistent cookie, or sometimes non-persistent or persistent cookie. Okay, that we'll discuss. Practically, cookies is a small text file sent by web server and saved by web browser on client machine. Web server will send the information to the browser to store that information in client machine. Common use of cookies is to remember users between visits. Okay, the use of cookies is to store information, remember the user between visits, that this user is sending me some information, again this user has sent me some information, again this user has sent me some information. So between visits, between the post back from one page to another page, like that, it can maintain some information. We can use cookies to store information about a particular client, session or application. Okay, we can use cookies to store information about a particular client, session or application. The cookies are saved on the client device, client machine, and when the browser requests a page, the client sends the information in the cookie along with the requested information. The browser will send the information to the web server about the request information. The server can read the cookie and extract its value. So server will be responsible of reading that cookie, and it will extract the value, because so much information will be available in cookie. Only whatever the information you are asking, that will be appended as a response. So the value property of the cookie will give you the value. A typical use is to store a token, perhaps encrypted, indicating that the user has already been authenticated in your application. Yeah, so in encrypted format also we can store, but it is not recommended for sensitive data. Cookies are not recommended for that. Every response cookie has these properties, attributes: name, value, name of the cookie, value what you want to save, domain which is nothing but site specific, path, URL, expires, when it should expire, do you want to provide security or not. So these are some attributes of the cookie object.
You said they should not be in an encrypted form.
Which,
The cookies.
if you provide encrypted also, that will be stored in as a text format, string format in the cookie. They will not be encrypted format. Say I am storing some information about username and password in cookies, but easily cookie data can be modified. You can modify the cookie data because it is available locally in a client machine. I can go to that file, I can open that file, and I can easily modify the data. So it is not recommended to store sensitive data like passwords, bank account numbers. Okay, not recommended to store. Only the information which are required for the next visit to identify. That's it. These attributes are used by browser while deciding whether to include the cookie in the request or not. Yeah, these attributes only will decide the cookie. These attributes are used by browser. Yeah, browser will use these attributes in order to decide whether the with the request it has to include this information or not. So every time browser is responsible of creating the cookies, okay, and giving you the response what is available in the cookie. Note domain path expires and secure attributes are not included with a cookie in the request. Okay, these will not be included with a cookie in the request. Only value will be there. Default values for the properties of cookies are value is null, path is something, expires is not persistent cookie, domain is current domain of the website, secure is false. These are the default values. Types of cookies, two types: persistent cookie and non-persistent cookie. Persistent cookie means cookies which are permanently stored on the client machine in a file which is nothing but text file, .txt file. These cookie values are shared by all the browser's instances of same type running on that machine. Okay, the information they can share. Same browser instance can share the information about the cookie running on that particular machine. Cookies of Internet Explorer cannot be used in Firefox browser. Example: suppose I used Chrome usually. So I used Chrome every time, say 1 month data. Some information will be stored by default in the cookie, so they are available in my client machine. Now if I am trying to use another browser, Mozilla Firefox or Internet Explorer, that particular website if I open, I cannot see any data over there, because the cookie you have created, the browser you have used is nothing but Chrome. If you open Chrome and if you open that particular website, only cookie information will be available to you. If you change the browser, the information will not be available. Like for an example, when you install a new browser in your machine, after installation of that particular browser, it will ask you, do you want to import bookmarks, favorites, okay, from that XYZ browser? It will ask you. If you say yes, that information this browser can share. Okay, getting? So one browser information another browser cannot share unless you instructed like that. Same browser instance, only the same browser instance can use that. If the cookie has been created using Chrome web browser, then only if you open Chrome, then only that value will be retrieved to you, whatever you stored in, whatever the browser stored in the cookie. If you open some other browser, the same information you will not be available, you cannot see that. Non-persistent cookie. So persistent cookie means a text file will be created within a client machine in some location. Okay, some location will be the default location. Permanently in the sense, if it is for 1 day or 2 day, we as a programmer will be having the choice for how much duration that particular cookie file should be there in the client machine. I can say 1 second also, I can say 1 minute also, I can say 1 year also. If I say 1 year, until 1 year that information will be available in the client machine unless the client not deleted it, okay, not formatted the system or XYZ. Okay, that information, that file will remain until I can use that value of cookie which is available in the client machine until I have given the expiration date. 10 years. 10 years also, that 10 years information, till 10 years the information of the cookie will be available in the client machine unless the path is correct and the file is there in that particular location, it is not deleted from the location, okay, or you change the browser. Okay, non-persistent cookie means obviously when browser session is closed, everything will be erased from the cookie. Only till browser is open, browser session is open. These cookie which are temporarily stored in the browser's memory. Browser's memory in the sense, from one tab to another tab, only in a particular browser you can transfer some information. Okay, you can transfer some information. This is not shared across browser instance and are also called as session cookie. If the session is closed, automatically the data within the cookie will be destroyed, deleted. This is called non-persistent cookie. These are not shared across browser instances. Same browser instances they cannot see. If you have created non-persistent cookie in some browser, again if you open that particular browser you will not find any information because it's a session cookie, non-persistent. Request.cookies is a collection of HTTP cookie objects constructed for every cookie, including in the request. So including in the request, whenever you request with the to the web server, request.cookies is a collection of cookie objects, HTTP cookie objects. So this will construct the cookies within the request. When you send the request, cookie information will also be sent to the web server. Response.cookies is a collection of HTTP cookie objects created for every cookie to be included in the response. If you want to retrieve the value from the cookie, you can say like this: response.cookies. Okay, response.cookies. As a response, you can say add these cookies. As a response, create this cookie in the web server, like that. Response included in the response so that these cookies can be appended to the existing list of cookies on the client machine. Okay. So this is the HTTP cookie object is used in our cookies programs. Okay. Yeah, see here, there are some limitations are there about cookies. Every browser restricts the size of each cookie. Each cookie will have some size, approximately 4 KB, which means every browser restricts the size of each cookie, which means every browser can create 4 KB text file, and also the total number of cookies to 20, which it would accept from a given domain, which means for a given domain, for a particular website, a browser can create 20 different cookies, each of 4 KB. Text file, in text file 4 KB means large amount of data. Okay. If one browser can maintain 20 different cookies towards a website, single website. Like this, a browser can maintain approximately 300 cookies towards all the different websites. Chrome can maintain approximately 300, Mozilla Firefox can maintain approximately 300 cookies, Internet Explorer can maintain 300 cookies. Depends on the browser. Okay. So this is going to be the limitation, one of the limitation we can take it as. If a cookie added to the response is already existing on the client, and also if its domain and path attributes match to the new cookie, the value of old cookie is overwritten with the new value of cookie. See what is happening over here. If already some cookie is created in the client machine with some domain, with some path, if again you are creating some new cookie with the same domain and same path, whatever the value, whatever the data is stored in the previous cookie, it will be overwritten with new value. Okay, it will not append the information, it will override that information. If a cookie has been created by explicitly setting its domain and path properties, so we will be having the option, we can set the domain and path properties. Then while expiring, destroying that cookie, we have to set these properties to the same values, otherwise the browser would treat that as a different cookie. Yeah, if this is the case, if you have created a cookie by giving this information, domain and path, then while destroying also you need to pass these values. Domain was this, path was this, then only it will create, otherwise it will consider as different domain. Okay, so these are some points about